Hey guys, thanks for tuning again for another video. Today I want to go over how you can use Spikeet.com to filter and pull stocks that had news on the day. This is very crucial for people who are, more news biased. They trade more based on events that's occurring. So we'll be able to filter historically for the past 5 or 10 years to fetch only stocks that had news on the day. So let's go over and create a new data scan. Okay, let's name our data scan. So let's say stock had news. We'll give it a range. Okay, so now we'll set our filters. So the filters is where you actually set your criteria for the setup you want to see data for. So since we're looking for stocks that had news on the day, we want to go to the fundamental section. In the fundamental section, we have a few data points we can filter by. So if you want to filter for news on the current date, we would click news. Then we can set the time where we want to have the news. So if you want to filter for stock that had news on a certain time frame in the day, you can set it here. If you leave it by default, it will give you news throughout the whole day. But for example, if you only want to filter stocks that had news in the pre-market, then you can set a time range here, 4 a.m. to 9:29. And then you can click had or didn't have. So you can either filter for stock that had news or stocks that didn't have news. And here we can see our filter in plain words. So let's just say had. So we will filter company had news today between 4 a.m. and 9:29 a.m. So this is a news filter we can set. In addition to this, let's also filter for common stock and ADR, just for simplicity. Then we can click next. And let's just click some of the data points we want to see in the spreadsheet. So we will add the symbol, we'll add the name, the date, the exchange, the open, high, low, close, volume. Okay, that's great. We added some daily data points. And let's add also the gap percent that it opened. So this will give us how much the stock gapped up, and we can review our criteria. So we have the date range set. Our filter is we're looking to get all stocks that had news on the day and in the past 6 months or so. These are the columns we're pulling. We can do get data. Okay, and we can see the request completed. It took a few minutes. And if we open up the spreadsheet, we can see all the data that's been populated. And here we can see the data. So this populated all the stocks that had news in the last 6 months, and we have a lot of results here. So more than 100,000 scenarios easily been populated in a matter of a few minutes. And this filtered for only stocks that had news. And that's it. So that's the video, guys. Glad you tuned in to check out this feature. You can filter for other criteria as well, but today we showed you how to filter all stocks that had news. Thanks.